What is up, my fellow Xbots? So guys, another game is skipping Xbox, and the developer, it's that new Souls game, Esoteria or whatever the freak it's called. So they're gonna skip Xbox, and they said indefinitely because they are having complications with putting the game on there. Well, let's think about this. Let's think about this for a minute. I don't want everybody to get all riled up, but let's be real, my fellow Xbox friends. Game Pass for Xbox, while it is absolutely amazing, and there is no better deal on the market right now. So here's the thing with Xbox and the direction that Xbox is going and the way that things are going right now. A lot of developers, they basically know. I mean, take Black Myth Wukong for instance. Okay, guys, that one skipped the Xbox. And the PlayStation guys got duped. They absolutely got duped, man. 30 frames per second and then frame generation on top of that. That is really not a good winning combination. Like, I did test it on my ROG Ally, and I did check it out to see how it actually feels. I even tested it on the PC to see how it feels. It literally feels like 60. It feels like 30 frames per second, but like in a 60 FPS kind of view way. But the instability of it, and you know, like once you get used to it, it is fine. So I'm not saying that it's a bad experience, but the level of detail that the PlayStation 5 version took, like the cut to get that to run on there, it's just like, wow, guys, like what are we doing here? Now you guys know me. If you've been at this channel for a while, you know I freaking love Xbox, and there's nothing that's ever gonna change that. The experience that Xbox has given to me over the years has been absolutely incredible. I love Xbox. I love Xbox first party. I love the console. I love the controller. I love Xbox, but I love PlayStation too, guys. Like I've been a PlayStation fan for a very long time. So I love both of these platforms equally. I really do. And you know, when you look at it, at the end of the day, when it comes to games and it comes to business and it comes to like finances and stuff, PlayStation basically by securing the exclusivity for console on this is pretty much locking these developers into that 70-30 cycle. PlayStation gets 30% cut out of everything they sell on there, and that only helps feed the PlayStation machine to be able to continue to keep investing in getting these exclusivity deals. And I know a lot of these guys are, I'm not saying that the developers of Esoteria are lying, but let's take it for instance. It's like, dude, it costs money. Like it is literally an actual investment to cut down their game to get it running on the Xbox Series S, because of this parity clause with Xbox. Like, I get that, guys. Like, it does cost these developers extra money. It does. It costs them extra time. It costs them extra money. And you've seen so many developers literally shut down just this last year because making games is getting more expensive. And at the end of the day, if they have to wait longer to get an optimized version of Series S out the door, that just makes it harder for these developers to start making money on what they've already built. Now they can ship on PC, they can ship on PS5 immediately, because whether we like it or not, PlayStation 5 is the number1 selling console this generation, and therefore most developers are going to target that first as the main console. Xbox had their chance in the beginning of the thing. PlayStation took off. Xbox keeps doing stupid stuff like insisting that games come out at 30 frames a second, insisting that, you know, like, I get, like, the biggest thing that's going to help Xbox going forward is the new pricing for Game Pass, making the full-fledged Game Pass $20, and then, you know, having the $15 one that's going to make it so you can get like you don't get games day one, but they come later. That is probably going to be like the best step forward, and they should have probably did this a very long time ago. But when you're trying to get people into Game Pass, that makes sense. So that there's definitely going to help in the future, but we're not going to see that helping for a very long time. It's going to be a while before Xbox gamers start to come back to the thing, like, because you've been eating good on Game Pass. Whether people like to admit it or not, you've been eating very good on Game Pass, and now that the pricing structure is changing. I mean, I already canceled both my subscriptions to Game Pass. We just don't use them enough. I mean, the kids, you know, they do every once in a while, but we're just not using it enough to justify that $40 a month. Like we can't justify that. There's other things that we would rather get. So yeah, we canceled both subscriptions to Game Pass when we're not going to renew them anytime soon, until they bring out like a family plan to where we can just buy it and have it on all the Xboxes. We're probably not going to renew Game Pass. We're going straight up. We're just going to buy our games. We're going to buy our games because I would like to see some real. We've got some very powerful consoles. We've got some very powerful PCs. I would really like to see some stuff really start getting utilized, and I want these developers to be able to make and sell their stuff, and to be able to bring us good content, guys. Now, there's a lot of other content creators, a lot of Xbox guys out there that are continuously bashing Xbox for losing these games. It's not necessarily 100% Xbox's fault. Like, PlayStation is the dominant console, and they have the media in their corner. They've got like all the gaming journalists in their corner. They've got like developers in their corner. There are literal freaking PlayStation fanboy developers, man. Most of them don't care if Xbox succeeds. If Xbox succeeds, that means there's competition. That means they can't raise prices and do whatever they want, whenever they want. Xbox staying in there is definitely good for gaming. And if they do end up losing completely to the point where Xbox is no longer a thing, you're gonna see prices go up. You've already got the GTA guy talking about wanting to charge you guys more money, charging you guys like, well, if you play the time and this trust and believe, guys, prices in gaming could skyrocket to levels past what we used to have on the Super Nintendo. On the software back then, like the consoles were dirt cheap, but the software was like $70-$80 a game, man. It was expensive back then. I don't know, guys. I have my times where I get a little bit uppity and everything too. And you know, the biggest thing for me, guys, especially with Xbox, and you have to look at it this way. The Xbox consoles are going to do so much. They are. If you really love Xbox and you really care about the future of Xbox, you can still buy your Xboxes, guys. You can. If you don't want to get left out from games, it might be time to invest in a PC. Like, it might be time to at least start learning and bringing yourself closer to what the PC ecosystem has to offer. Now, I hear a lot of the nonsense from the everyday console fanboys. I trust me, I used to be one. From the everyday console fanboys talking about, like, yeah, PC, you gotta do updates and blah, 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 and all this stuff. And man, yeah, obviously there's a little bit more involvement in PC gaming. But I mean, dude, the freedom is absolutely incredible. Now, honestly, guys, if I could go back in time and do things all over again, I probably would have started PC gaming a lot sooner. The biggest thing that was holding me to consoles, honestly, was PlayStation first party. Not so much Xbox first party. Xbox gave you a way to start going to PC last generation. PlayStation's finally coming along this generation. Next generation, PlayStation will probably have a Game Pass model that'll let you subscribe to their games. It's crazy, guys. Video gaming is crazy, and there's so many companies out there competing for your dollar. And the gaming industry is huge, $200 billion plus a year, whereas the movie industry is like just a little over like 10, 15, maybe 20 billion. Like, you see where I'm going with this is like, Game Pass, while amazing for the customer, absolutely amazing for customers, not that amazing for the business side of things, especially when you're in direct competition with something like PlayStation that is not entertaining that business model. Now, if PlayStation started entertaining that business model, I do not think we would have the problem that we're having. But PlayStation standing strong and standing firm right now and delivering a platform where developers can make a bigger return on investment as opposed to whatever Xbox is just going to pay them up front. Because we all know that Xbox is probably starting to get a little bit more picky with what they're putting out and what they're handing out for these games. And, you know, some of these other like third-party games, you know, like you got like Monster Hunter Wilds, you've got like Grand Theft Auto. The Grand Theft Auto is not coming to freaking Game Pass. Not coming to Game Pass, period. It's not going to. So when you look at that, Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out, and that is going to sell a lot of consoles. And it's probably not going to sell a whole lot of Xbox consoles. And then you've got Xbox coming out and saying, look, guys, we're going to put Indiana Jones on PlayStation 5 at a later date. No, just drop it at the same date. Drop it at the same date. It doesn't matter about like timed exclusivity. That is a game that needs to succeed. It needs to succeed, and it needs everybody to play it all at the same time. It has to. That's the thing. If a game comes out and it's trash, like Concord, say Concord comes out, it's not good on PC, it's not good on PlayStation. If they decide to finally be like, yeah, we're going to bring this to Xbox, it's already dead. Nobody cares. Nobody likes it. You need to try to get the biggest pot of gamers day one as you can. I mean, I don't know. It seems like a lot of mistakes were made with Xbox this generation. And you guys know me, man. I've been there since day one. I still fully believe in the mission statement for Microsoft for gaming. I do. When we all play, we all win. And I believe that. I firmly believe that. I want people to be able to play what they want to play, where they want to play, on whatever they want to play it on. And, you know, when you've got like Crap Gamer and you've got freaking Tim Dog and you've got all these other freaking content creators out there that have literally built Xbox platform exclusivity into their identity, and then they start going negative towards Xbox, that isn't going to solve anybody's problem. That is only going to continue to degrade and destroy the Xbox platform even more, sadly. That's the reality of it, my friend. So you either get on board and you take a step back and you look at the overall picture of what Xbox is doing and what Xbox's major goal is, and then you accept that, and then you make your content around that if you are still interested in being for Xbox. If you are no longer interested in being in an Xbox channel or supporting Xbox or making Xbox content, then move over to the other side. You don't need to be a fanboy about it. You don't need to be a fanboy for either one of them. You don't need to be like, well, yeah, PlayStation's the best and I hate Xbox. You don't need to destroy the brand you love to move over to the other side. You can just move over there. If that's what's serving your purpose and giving you exactly what you need on the PlayStation, then by all means, go on over there, have fun, enjoy your gaming. There's no need for you to sit there and continuously bash Xbox and demand better, because you're not demanding better. You are just throwing a fit, and you're just making things harder for the people that actually still do love Xbox. And these are, in my mind, these are issues, obviously. I mean, it really is the point where, like, you're going to see more of this. You're going to see more games skipping Xbox because they know that they cannot produce a product that's going to compete for your money as well as the stuff you're getting on Game Pass. With Call of Duty on Game Pass, with all of the first-party games that Xbox is bringing to Game Pass day and date, these other developers, man, they cannot compete with that. They need a level playing ground, which PlayStation delivers for them. PlayStation delivers that opportunity, and that's all it really is an opportunity. You've seen big games like Final Fantasy 16. You've seen other games come out and absolutely flop on the freaking PlayStation 5. You just watched Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth essentially almost flop on the PlayStation. So they're taking a chance by putting their game. I mean, if Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth and 16 and all of these other bangers from Square Enix can't manage to get PlayStation gamers to spend money, do you really think Esoteria is going to get people to spend their money? Black Myth Wukong was a fluke. And to tell you the truth, man, the PlayStation guys got really, really kind of screwed on that game because they are not getting the best experience that they could be getting on that game. And that sucks, man. You really do need a fairly decent PC to get a good experience on that game. Yeah, you can rock it with a 79 or 7800 XT. Turn off all the ray tracing and all of that nonsense, and you can get a very good experience out of that. But the overall experience that you're getting on a PlayStation 5 compared to what you're getting on a PC, I don't know, guys. And some of these games skipping Xbox, is kind of a blessing in disguise, especially these Unreal Engine 5 games, man. Until they find a way to fully optimize that engine, Unreal Engine 5 is going to be like kicking the teeth into these freaking consoles. Now, PlayStation 5 Pro definitely has a way to bring more gamers together. If they can launch that thing at a reasonable price, I don't see any reason why a lot of people wouldn't be interested in picking that up. I mean, I'm going to pick one up for the channel, obviously, but because I've already got enough money. I've already got a lot of money invested in PS5, and I want to be able to play some of that stuff at better resolutions and better performance and stuff. So I'm definitely going to pick one of those up. But guys, if you're interested in Xbox and Xbox continuing to be what it is, the future of Xbox does look pretty grim. If you're standing there and you're like, oh man, I want these games, and I don't even necessarily think it's these guys want these games. It's just that these games, skipping Xbox just makes Xbox look bad. It just makes Xbox look bad, and that's the only thing they're crying about. Like, any of these guys are going to play them on an Xbox anyways. If you go look over on Twitter, everybody that's bitching about this, we all got PCs, bro. Every single one of us, because we saw the writing on the wall, and we know what's going on, and we see what's going on, and we're like, wait a minute, dude, I don't have to accept a console experience no more. I can move over to PC and I can fully enjoy gaming to the fullest. I don't have to be worried about resolution or settings or this or that. I can throw money at whatever gap I want to and play however I want to play. Whereas you know, I'm grateful that I decided a while back to stop going at just being like one console or one GPU or anything like that. Right now I'm rocking AMD. I like AMD. I like the operating system. I like what it's given me. If AMD only comes out with a mid-range card next generation, I could easily see myself going with a 5090 next generation, because we're already seeing these games start to hammer what we got right now, so it's only going to get worse. So yeah, dude, I'm trapped in upgrading to the highest GPU range every generation. That's me. That's the bet I made myself, because I'm that picky and snobby. You don't have to do that though. You can get in at a mid-range. You could buy a 7800 XT. You could buy a 4070 Super. You can buy these lower end freaking products, and you can fully enjoy gaming and not have to worry about like missing games or getting skipped. You actually get more games on PC. You get more games. Like there are so many games dropping on Steam every single day that you get access to, like immediately. You know what I mean? Like, you could sit there and you could keep freaking paying for Play Online. You could keep paying for Gamepass. You can keep paying for all these fees and everything, or you can just move over to PC and be absolutely happy without having to worry about any of this stuff anymore, man. It's crazy. It really is crazy how much fees and extra money you spend just to live in a console, in a console experience, bro. Going out and buying like expensive TVs. I mean, our freaking Series X and PS5 don't even have widescreen support. There's a major selling I mean, if Xbox or PlayStation was like, all right, yeah, we're going to enable widescreen support, I guarantee you those things would freaking sell like hotcakes, because instead of having a 42-inch TV or a 55-inch TV versus my 39-inch ultra wide, dude, I would love to have that. I would love to be sitting there gaming on that. Oh, every single day. I love this. I just finished Star Wars Outlaws on this thing, and it was absolutely incredible. Incredible. So guys, I get it that Xbox is losing games, and it makes you feel like it's losing face. But you got to understand, man, Xbox's new model is about delivering an experience to whoever wants to play Xbox games and meet them wherever they are. And the sooner you understand that, and the sooner that sinks in, you'll understand that like the future of Xbox is, yeah, they're going to have a console next generation. They're going to build that for the people that want to buy it. Are they going to... Do I think that investment in that is going to lessen or somehow get... No, but I think they are going to be playing things a little bit safer. They're going to be weighing their options. They're going to see where to develop that money. Do I think that they're going to continue with I think you'll probably end up with a handheld like a ROG Ally, and you'll end up with a box that you can hook up to your Xbox, and the ability to be able to download Steam on there and play Steam games. I think that is where Xbox is heading, my friends, and that's not a bad thing. That opening up the Xbox ecosystem fully is the best thing that Xbox could do. The fact that you'll be able to buy an Xbox, download Steam, and play your PlayStation games, man, you're gonna get PlayStation games on Xbox just like you're getting freaking Xbox games. I mean, Xbox is handing them the games, but then they're gonna take them in the next generation. They're gonna like, let's go. I'm letting my boys play some freaking PlayStation games on the Xbox. So my friends, that's an interesting proposal to like think about. I like the fact that Xbox does not lock you to one platform. I love the fact that I can start a game on my Xbox, I can jump right over to my PC, I can start playing at the same place, same save. If you buy Visions of Mana on Xbox, you get it on PC too. If you buy freaking Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on Xbox, you get it on PC too. I love Xbox for that. Xbox is not tying you to a freaking console anymore. And the fact that PlayStation is, like, right now it's in its infancy and we'll see how it goes. Like PlayStation can probably finish out this generation pretty strong. And I hope they do. I definitely hope they do, at least for the sake of people that are not ready to move to PC from PlayStation or Xbox, because there is more of a cost. And I do think that PC gaming is more or less, you know, like, hey guys, I'm dedicated. Like PC, like gaming is my hobby. That's what I want to do. Because once you start buying like this PC stuff, and you'll start to understand that, like, wow, this is a good hobby. And then it's fun. It's fun. Like I love PC gaming, and I think it's incredible. I think that more people should give it a try. And I mean, even Doc Dark, man, he's over here on the PC with me, man, and he's loving it. And he didn't even buy a super expensive PC like I did. He's got literally the bottom that you can get, and I have the top that you can get on the AMD platform, and we're both enjoying our experience. Like, it's incredible, my friends. You really don't understand what you're missing until you actually get to see what you're missing. And once you get that, and once you see that, like, you don't ever have to worry about games skipping your Xbox again. And you still get to support Microsoft. You still get to support the Xbox ecosystem. You still get to buy and use the controllers. You still get to buy and use the peripherals. You still get to hang out with your friends on Xbox Live. You just don't got to pay for it anymore. There's a better world on PC for you, my friends. There is. And Xbox, thankfully, they're still going to continue to build a console for those of you who want to just have everything right there and not have to worry about anything else. Like, I do like that. And if Xbox really does do that next generation, bring you a console that you can still buy while still maintaining the status quo of putting their games everywhere, what do you got to lose, man? Seriously, what do you got to lose? Honestly, like, Sega dropped out of the hardware business and just started the third party. If Xbox 100% is committed to building a platform, still continuing to build their own hardware, and still delivering those experiences to everyone, no matter where they are, that's pretty game changing, man. Like, Gamepass is already game changing, and you've seen that the games that can't compete are skipping. Black Myth Wukong on PC is an absolute freaking banger. Black Myth Wukong on PS5 is a shadow of itself. I don't know if I would be happy playing that on a PlayStation 5. To be completely honest with you, it would be sitting on my PS5 hard drive. Like, actually, Rise of the Ronin's not even on my PS5 hard drive. I'll wait until it comes to PC before I play it. That's how bad the PlayStation degraded the experience of Rise of Ronin, man. That sucks. You can't play it on a 4K TV. You could play it on a 1440p monitor, but the fact that there's no widescreen support, yeah, I don't want to play it like that. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna wait till it comes to PC. I get Final Fantasy 16 here pretty soon on the PC, man. I'm golden. I'm loving that. Visions of Mana launched day one on the PC. Dude, I'm loving that game. It's absolutely incredible. So, all right, my friends, don't worry too much about these games skipping Xbox, because what goes around comes around, and eventually you're gonna be fine. Just know that every one of these games that are skipping Xbox and going straight to PlayStation, it's not like they're the best versions of these games anyways. It's really going to take a PS5 Pro to actually even deliver a good enough UE5 experience to where Xbox might join the fray a year later, or they might just 100% switch on over to a brand new Xbox platform. and go next gen earlier. So I don't know, guys. I haven't lost faith in Xbox, so I don't think you really need to just yet. But watch carefully what Xbox does throughout the rest of this generation, so you know where you want to be on the next generation. At the end of the day, the only thing that really matters is playing the games, and the best way to play those games is you know, your decision. Like whatever you decide is best for you, that's what matters the most. And obviously, just watch how the rest of this generation plays out, and then you'll know if it's safe to invest in Xbox, or if you need to start thinking about something different. That's the thing. And if you're already committed to the Xbox ecosystem, I recommend you just go PC, because all your stuff transfers. Well, most of your stuff. A lot of your stuff is going to transfer. And then, you know, you can just start building your collection even on the Xbox store on PC, or you can get a Steam account and start building your collection there. At least with Xbox, you're not trapped. So that's all that's the best thing about it. So if you guys like this content, do not forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.